That pride will be your downfall, Ganondorf!
Let's kick things off with a quote from the iconic game saga that's stealing the spotlight this week. 7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you. One of the greatest villains in the Resident Evil saga, Albert Wesker, showing us exactly why he always carries that wicked grin. Good evening, my friends. We all know the first day of the week is always the roughest because, let's face it, nobody likes switching off that weekend mode. But hey, we're here to make it easier, as we bring you the third and final part of our weekly news roundup. What's new with the news? So, are you all cozy on the couch with a controller in hand? Or maybe at your desk, mouse and keyboard locked and loaded? Either way, let's dive in. The big headline this week is the world premiere of Capcom's next entry in the franchise, Resident Evil Requiem, introducing us to a brand new protagonist. On top of that, we've got something inspired by one of the biggest cultural phenomena of the last 2 years, solo leveling, Ys Overdrive. And yes, it's full RPG mode, just how we like it. For those who prefer the brainy side of battle, tactics, strategy, and all that good stuff, we've got R-Type Tactics I-2 Cosmos, powered by Unreal Engine 5, showing us exactly why graphics cards are basically priced like luxury items these days. And of course, we haven't forgotten about remakes and DLCs, but for that, you'll need to stick around till the end of the video. So, YouTube, how about you? What are you playing right now? Do you go for the chaotic open-world madness of Borderlands 4? Or are you more into the patience and strategy of what's already being hailed as a Game of the Year contender, Hollow Knight Silksong? Roll the video. Let's start with a title we've been talking about for the past few weeks. Grab your Tsurugis and Kaguras, because Bandai Namco has decided that saving mystical villages with priestesses and stylish guardians is still in fashion. Towa and her 8 friends, clearly more loyal than yours, are about to smack down villain Magatsu in an isometric roguelite packed with magic swords, enchanted staves, and more crafting than you ever asked for. The demo's already out, the game dropped on September 19th, and yes, even the soundtrack has pedigree. Hitoshi Sakimoto.
いいかもだ。ストックを増やすことができそうだな。俺は不死身だ。
Enter the Shinobi with the yellow hair. 7 years later, Naruto to Boruto. Shinobi Striker is still pumping out DLCs like it's got infinite jutsu. Kakuzu joins as the 45th extra character, right after Hidan, because nothing screams birthday party like 2 psychopaths from the Akatsuki. Season 9 brings 4 new fighters with Momoshiki dropping this fall. And yes, Season 8 came without a pass but with upgrades like Baby Naruto Edition and Final Boss Teen Sasuke Edition. And what if 5 games merged into one? It's happening. If you thought your religion was complicated, wait until you play Shuten Order, a fanatical country, a dismembered founder, and 5 mystery games blended into one apocalyptic cocktail. Launching September 5th for Switch and Steam, with a deluxe edition and even a prequel novel. Because of course more lore is never enough. Kodaka and crew are back with blood, suspense, and probably emotional trauma. Good luck, believer. Something for the younger girls, and a few boys too. Get your bows and ninja reflexes ready. Hello Kitty and Friends. Freeze Tag Party lands on Switch in English on November 6th. The game was already a mobile hit back in 2022, 1 million downloads in 2 weeks, because duh. And now comes with upgrades and multiplayer for anyone who thinks playing tag with cute mascots is competitive. And yes, Hello Kitty Island Adventure has already invaded everything, even your fridge, if you let it. And since remasters are still all the rage, here's another one. Ys Memoire. Memories of Celceta is finally coming to Switch in 2026, because nothing says HD remaster like a game that's been released on everything except your toaster. Adol wakes up with amnesia. Classic. Teams up with a thief who swears he knows him and explores a forest no one returns from, because sure, that sounds totally safe. The launch edition comes with an acrylic keychain, cloth map, and more collector's junk for fans who love to suffer in style.
私の心はもうすでに気づいていたんだ。ここから私の人生が大きく
Alchemists, we just can't live without them. The Atelier saga keeps spreading alchemy like glitter at a cosplay convention. Resleriana, The Red Alchemist, and The White Guardian drops September 26th for PS5, Switch, and PC, with a brand new story and 2 protagonists straight out of a teenage fantasy drama. It's offline, yes, that's still a thing, and promises alchemy, friendship, and probably existential crises. For those who like to flex their brains, requires intelligence and vision. R-type tactics. 1 and 2 Cosmos is still the most delayed release in the galaxy. Announced for 2023, pushed to 2024, and now bumped to 2025. The real final boss is clearly the calendar. It's getting a demo at Tokyo Game Show and promises strategy, shootouts, and campaigns where you can even play as the villains. Because who hasn't wanted to be the Bido? All running on Unreal Engine 5, so you can watch your tactical failures in glorious HD. Nothing like an RPG to lift the mood. 7 Nights Rebirth landed on September 18th, because 70 million players can't all be wrong. Or maybe they can, but whatever. It's a remake with over 120 characters, collectible strategy, and YouTube episodes for anyone who enjoys lore in homeopathic doses. Netmarble promises modern upgrades, which probably means more menus, more grind, and more ways to waste your time in style. And Sun Jin Woo's adventures finally go digital. Solo Leveling: Arise Overdrive hits PC on November 17th, because hunting monsters solo isn't exciting enough anymore. Now it's 4 players and even more chaos. The Xbox Series XSS version doesn't drop until 2026, because apparently time is relative. Meanwhile, expect spin-offs, blockchain collectibles, because of course, and a second anime season blowing up Crunchyroll. And to wrap it all up, the eternal battle against the Umbrella Corporation, with a world premiere no less. Resident Evil Requiem launches February 27th, 2026, and promises to be so terrifying even the zombies will be asking for a blanket. Grace Ashcroft steps in as the new protagonist with a dark past and trauma therapy could never fix. It's the 9th entry in the main saga and marks a shift in tone, which in Capcom speak means more scares, more gore, and less hope. Get ready to run from death with next-gen graphics and choices that'll leave you questioning everything.
No, wait!
And let's wrap things up with a quote from Sun Jin-woo, better known as the Shadow Monarch. When you realize no one is coming to save you, that's when you become truly strong. Translation: help yourself first. If you can't, then you ask for help. So, what did you guys enjoy the most? We had Capcom dropping another Resident Evil title with a world premiere. This time, no Alice and no Albert Wesker, but Grace, the new protagonist with plenty of baggage. We also had the very first RPG version of solo leveling, which, once it gets to the decision-making part, is going to leave half the player base emotionally scarred. After a long wait, we finally got another DLC for Shinobi Striker, with Kakuzu joining the roster. And yes, Momoshiki is just around the corner. We had a remake too, this time shining the spotlight on the Ys saga. Memories of Celceta is the next title coming to the Switch 2, which has Sony and Microsoft fans running in circles. And for those who enjoy chess, strategy, and tactical battles, R-Type Tactics I and Tai Cosmos is your game. Though, yeah, you'll have to wait a bit. The worst part of the fight, no doubt. Before we go, our motto: comment, like, bell. Subscribe to the damn channel. Have an amazing week. Share this video with your friends and on your socials. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you in the next video.